Identify angles. Well, first of all, I have here two lines that are parallel. You can tell because of the symbols that I've used here. Parallel means they will never touch. Now, I'm going to throw another line across, and this line is very special, so we call it a transversal. Now, let's look at the angles that we've created here. I'll mark this one and think about what that means to the rest of the angles. Well, for one thing, this angle over here is congruent to that one. Those are called vertical angles. They're special. This angle over here is obviously bigger, so I need to marks to show that it's not the same. But you know what? This obtuse angle and this acute angle together form two angles that add up, that go across to this line. So they are what we call supplementary. This angle, imagine it's 120 degrees. This angle must be then 60 because together they make a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So they have to add up to 180 degrees. We also know this one is vertical with the other one there, that obtuse angle. So it's also 120. And you know what else? These four angles over here, because this line is parallel to that one, they're all the corresponding angles match up. They are congruent to one another. So this angle here would also be 60. I mean, it looks like it, but we can also mark it so. This here is another 60. This is another 120 degree angle. It corresponds to that one. And this one corresponds to this one. So those are the special relationships that are created when you have two vertical lines and a transversal which crosses those lines. Let's see what that looks like in another scenario. So imagine these are parallel. That symbol that I used indicates they're parallel. And let me throw another transversal across here, and it can be in any direction. It's just a nice straight line going across both of those parallel lines. Well, these two parallel lines form an area on the inside, if you will, that we're going to identify as the interior. And so naturally, what's out here, outside those two parallel lines, we could call the exterior. So what you will see is the term alternate exterior angles and alternate interior. Let me write that out. Alternate, well, we'll start with interior angles. So let's think about what that would mean, alternate interior angles. If these are the parallel lines and the interior is here, the interior angles are this one and this one, and that one, because they're in the interior. Alternate means across the transversal. This one and this one. These are alternating. And notice they're also congruent to one another. I used one arc here, one there. And these two arcs indicate a pair of alternating interior angles. And I'm just going to clear this up a little bit and point out some alternating exterior angles. Let's try another color. Let's see if that shows up. Alternate exterior angles. Let's see what the relationships are. Well, here's the two parallel lines. The exterior means the outside. So what do we have out here? Well, I'm going to mark this angle. Let's do 3 because I don't know what it's equal to. Oh, wait a minute. It's equal to this one. So I can use one arc. But I'm putting that in a different color because I just want to show you it's on the exterior. And so where's another one that goes with that? Well, if you go across the transversal and you alternate, you go across it, this one is congruent to that one. Let's look at the angle next to it. That is, again, if these are parallel, that's on the outside. So I'm going to mark it with 2 lines because it is congruent to this one across, that vertical angle, but it is different from the one we just talked about. And where's its alternate exterior angle partner, if you will? Well, you go across the transversal, but over here to the outside, the exterior. Okay. Just to make that really clear, I want to shade that in so you can see it. This one is alternating and exterior with this one. So in a lot of diagrams, if you were to look this up, you'll see them color-coded and shaded, and that's a really good way to help you identify better what is going on. So again, alternate exterior angle. This one alternates with this one, and they're on the exterior, okay, as opposed to your interior alternating angles.